Very good, Veronica.
Peru. And then she's make ají de gallina. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I can do that.
So this is a curator choice design.
Yeah, yeah.
But for me, it's a bit shocking when the curator, let's say, use a language. You know, I mean, this reminds me very much of the artist. What is the name of this? I don't have the name, but it's very much an artistic grammar to do that. To put a picture with. What is the name of
like
this? This looks like a work of an artist.
It was my idea. I'm flattered by that.
Yeah. No, what is the name?
Yeah, but actually, it wasn't so much an artistic thing as it was to make this look like a kitchen.
Yeah.
This is kitchen.
And then, okay.
Alfredo Jarre. I'm thinking about.
Yes, I look there.
I'm thinking about Alfredo Jarre when I mentioned this.
But since there is no artist in this, then the curator.
I mean, the method of using, let's
there
say,
are no artists here.
we are close to Boltanski, we are close to Annette Messager, Alfredo Jarre, but it's funny to see all this museum staging where there is no artist. It's very strange.
Because this is a cultural
But
museum,
why is
there
it
are no
strange?
artists.
It's strange because we go around museum and then the artist has disappeared from the museum. I mean, you are not an art museum, but let's say last time we went to the photo museum. And they have staged an exhibition about war picture.
Yeah, from
where they found something and they blow them up with nice frame. It could be, it's an artistic language, but there is no artist, you know, it's one of the curators that just blow them up.
Yeah.
So it means all this process of showing and aesthetic and, is taken by the artist. It's like in the old day you had photograph and graphist.
Yeah.
Now the graphist, they do the picture.
Yeah.
There are no more photographs, the graphists do picture. Now the museum don't need artists, the curator does the exhibition.
But doesn't it go isn't it the other way around also, that maybe, for example, if you're a photo artist, you can also do works that belong to journalist photographers, for example. It overlaps both ways, I think.
Sure, but the museum is still, if you don't show artists anymore in museum, where are they shown?
But we show the artists, they just haven't made this.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
But museums getting used in this kind. The Science Museum has one very old deed for textiles.
Yeah.
Then you go to the country and then you do it like this.
Some of Amir's postcards are also in drawers down there. Yeah.
No, it's because 15 years ago I went to visit a lot of immigrants and I collect their family photo as an art project 20 years ago. And when I see the language here where it's very, you know, it's a bit, so you find a picture and you find a story and, you know, I feel that, you know, this is what I was doing, you know, and it's very strange that it goes...
Somebody else is doing it.
Somebody's doing it and so let's say what I've been doing does never exist as artwork, you know.
Yeah.
It's a bit strange, I was just thinking about
Yeah.
Well, I just want to tell about my own point of view.
Yeah.
Maybe I am wrong, maybe I am right. When I hear the word culture and museum, it means like some old things about culture of the same collection of elements and objects at a special period which people used it in many generations.
Yeah.
That's my understanding of culture.
Yeah, I think I see it more that that's one side of it, but that the way we talk to each other now is also culture. And
but the exhibition or the materials in here, I'm talking about the culture.
Yeah.
So I could understand these old things well. This is from our culture. And this is the old plates from another culture. Culture in my
is a past thing?
not in need to be a past thing, but I think to be used for many generations and not for a period. Example, the sushi 1 year old or maybe 2 years old. This
In Denmark?
depends.
Or
Also in Japan, because it's not that old one, the sushi. Something, because I can see some new thing and old things that mix. Is it idea about that meaning?
I don't.
Concept about it.
Yeah. I think, for example, here we talk about food culture, and to get 500 years of history into this little space, we had to mix it. Whether it's something that's gone through a lot of generation, or something that was just popular 20 years ago, or something that is no longer popular. I think as a curator, or certainly us, because we only had 450 square meters, it also became a lot of talk and compromising about how to get it all in there.
I think this section should have been the biggest one.
Yeah.
Because if you look at Danish, I actually just wrote it on Facebook, because there is this mayor in Copenhagen who he's from Danish Folkeparti. He got very mad about this local bazaar in Nørrebro, where they are selling, exotic. Call it exotic, but it's like this stuff. And he think that they should
be
close down and only Danish stuff. So if you go back, I remember when I came to Denmark in 1985, I went to a supermarket because I wanted to buy something to find. There were only potatoes and poa and pork.
Yeah, but that's it. That's Danish food culture.
They had one kind of fries, and there was nothing else to cook, And if you look today, and it's not many years ago, if you go maybe 25 years back, go to a supermarket today and see how the whole world is there. And the Danes, they cook more international food. So this section, I think, should have been more bigger, because you have so many food cultures in Denmark. And when you visit Danish people, you will typically see they cook a lot of different dishes from the whole world.
But I mean, but what about the comment that you were saying, that the comment about that this can be dangerous
for the Danish culture?
For the Danish culture to have these bazaars, it's
well, if
it's going against the idea
it's
of.
It's interesting because they don't think that about pasta, for example, that came in the 50s, or rice. That's slowly it becomes an integrated part of Danish culture.
More dangerous. He don't think that about the commercial, let's call it imperialistic or capitalistic food, like McDonald's, Burger King, 7-Eleven, all this kind of invading our kitchen. So if this politician want really to do something to keep the Danish culture, then he should close all the Burger King and all 7-Eleven, because this food culture, it's a natural heritage. It's not business. When you come, and I think one of the most beautiful places, we should make a tour there. It's in Nørrebro, it's a bakery. It's in the backyard. It's one of the biggest bakeries that make this flatbread in Denmark. But he have a little shop where you can eat very, very authentic Palestinian food. And it's cheap, and it's real good food.
That's good.
So that's what I don't see it as a threat against the Danish culture. It's make it richer to get this kind of stuff. A lot of people make noodles today.
In connection with that, I had to mention a contradiction with this. For instance, I'm married with a Dane lady, and this is why I'm here. And her family is from Jutland, and many of them, they are active members of Danish Folkeparti. And this is a big conflict when I visit them, because I am always in opposition to them, but I am not considered an immigrant. No, you are different. You are one of us, Victor, and more than drink, they say, oh, you are my friend, my brother. But the funny thing is that they love to go to shop in this bazaar. The variety, the freshness, and the cheaper price.
That's okay.
And they go a lot and shop, and then I am teasing them and say, why do you buy this bulgur? They say, oh yes, the supermarket, you cannot buy this bulgur in supermarket, it's from the bazaar, and then they get things. This is...
I have a comment, and this is like, I know this is a cultural museum and not an art museum, but if I saw this in a art museum, like it is, and as a curator, because that's what I do, I would be a little bit critical towards it, and I just wanted to hear if you had the same like, opinion. I mean, the design is very Scandinavian. This cleanness, this kind of köken, and then we are talking in a kind of samtaleköken, which is also a Danish concept. We are like standing there, and then somehow, you know, all the countries they got the same label and same design, and they are put into drawers. You know, you can close. They are really controlled, and you're like, and if you one day feel like doing Ghana, you do Bosnian, you do something else. It's very like as if the Danish culture has absorbed, you know, and put in their own system, in their own design, all these diversity things, and each of them actually have again put in the design. So it's very much, there's a lot of Scandinavian here. It's very, I mean, if this was my curatorial work in an art museum, this is what it would be signalizing.
Yeah.
It would be, the message of this would be Danish, Scandinavian has taken over and put all this beautiful diversity within their own system. It's controlled. You can close it. Goodbye, Ghana. I don't want to hear more about you.
It's called integration.
I would say yes. No. I will say this museum, the idea of compression, because the obsession is that you don't have so much space and you have to tell so much things, and so they have to be very functional and compress everything, you know. But it's very true. I agree very much.
I don't know. I see
But I
what
know
you
it's a
mean.
cultural museum and it's something different.
Yeah. I
the
completely
decision.
see what you mean, but I also think you're reading a lot into how it's set up. Like, why is this Danish that it's like this?
I can, because the minimalistic way of organizing the boxes. But this is the.
Pedagogy, maybe.
I don't know, but this is a very Danish design. It could also have been, I mean, from other Western cultures, but this is definitely not Ghana design.
I think it could be more simple and clear if it was used just like a plaquette without this way. And this,
But then that's where we also come in as curators for cultural exhibitions, because this is what works. This is what people want. They don't want to read that. They want to have some interaction.
Something easy and
they want to
quick.
feel like they're stepping into a kitchen. We wanted to have a sink here. We couldn't because of health issues. But
I am with you, but I also can understand Tiana's point of view in this way of design. Maybe in the Arabic kitchen or way, you have to open like a gardina, and then you find the plate. Not by this way. And another country, maybe you raise up something to find it, like this.
But what? I don't see anything wrong with Danishizing stuff, because it's a Danish immigrant museum, so it's a Danish design museum that shows the quantity of immigrants in Denmark. I think it's boring a little bit. It could have been more alive by not hiding or taking the stuff, because especially food. I know the other stuff is maybe collector stuff that you don't want people to touch, but what could be fun is to make a weekly dish where you have that could make some of this food, or make it more authentic, you know, like small bags on the floor with stuff in it. And
What disturbed me is that I mean, the design is very beautiful and all that, but you can really feel that all the budget has gone to the designer.